This message is brought to you by Alternative Digitalk.
Hi, welcome to the Political Dice.
It's
controversial,
purely political,
well researched,
accurate and global.
Oyagala bya parliament oba council.
Yes, State House oba ghetto.
Ani ayuga ku ground.
Ani gwe babuze.
Okimanyi nga Dr. Kiza Besigye aleese amaanyi.
Olwo fadda bafutoli abateeseemu obuvaazi.
Oba yo DP eri kuki?
Olwo jema.
Bano ba MKCG bo baddawa.
Abo bafuna CDF baamala tebabanja. Olwo baba anti bange bali kuki?
Abo bo akina kulabisa simanyanga posturing tebabiri mbali mu structure building. Naye ate ono ye.
Ani oyo oba?
Ye ali kuki?
Oyo tumuleketa gamba mpanyiga mawu.
Ebe ndabena birindira no kuda Political Dice ku the Alternative Digitalk nange teditenja ewamune
Faridah Bikobere
buli wa Sunday
esawa 2.
Hey Teddy, have you noticed how little attention science and health issues get in the media?
Totally, Edgar, yet science information is very important.
Yeah, for sure. That's why the Health Journalists Network is here.
How can they help?
They are a group of journalists dedicated to advancing public understanding of healthcare issues through impactful reporting on health and science.
Oh, really?
Yes, they meet up every month with scientists and researchers, policymakers, and activists at the science media cafes. They then relay what they discuss to the public.
Does that benefit us?
Oh yes, very much so. This helps with health and science literacy for a healthy Ugandan society.
Okay. I love getting informed about science and health issues. Health information makes all the difference between life and death. I'll look them up and engage them.
That's great. They are based all over the country.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, and they should be making real impact.
They are empowering health communities through journalism. Journalists can save lives just like doctors.
The Alternative Digitalk. Real issues, real talk.
Tukulikayo mukumulamuko tuba toyingidde show yaffe y'olunaku lwaleero Faridah Bikobere gemanya ganga mu studios ntuddemu n'abakulu babiri okuva mu Green Top School. Tugenda kubanga ate twogera nsonga z'abaana abasoma naddala wano mu classes ez'owansi. So gwe oyina omwana oli maama oli muzadde osuubira okufuuka omuzadde oyina gw'olabirira, this show is yours. Osobola otunonyako ku Facebook, we are the Alternative Uganda, oba Digitalk TV. Ogenda kubanga ate otufuna bulungi nnyo otegeere butya somero kiki ekyandibadde kikusikiriza okubanga ate olonda essomero erimu okutwalamu omwana wo. So no munnange nga tonnalonda somero lya mwana wo kunaddaga nagatandika ebibiina ebitandika bibeera very 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 important. So osobola okubanga ate weeyunga ku show yaffe y'olunaku lwaleero, osobola okumanya what informs you lwaki walironze particular school okubanga ate otwalamu omwana wo atandike okubanga ate asoma. Ngenda kubanga ate nkuwa quote of the day bwe tunamaliriza quote yaffe abagenyi baffe bagenda kubanga ate batweyanjulira omu ku omu. Our quote of the day is, students don't need a perfect teacher. Students need a happy teacher who is going to make them excited to come to school and grow a love for learning. Students don't need a perfect teacher. Students need a happy teacher who is going to make them excited to come to school and grow the love for learning. So munnange ebiseera bisinga tetwagala nnyo omusomesa atuukiridde, twagala omusomesa ayagazisa abaana baffe okusoma. Are you that teacher? Anyway, byonna tugenda kubanga ate tubiraba mpola mpola bagamba ladies first. Ngenda kubanga ate ensooka n'omukyala andiside nasobola okubanga ate atulamusaako. So sijja kwanjula nnyo bitiibwa bye nnyinza obbimenya n'endeka y'ebimu. Agenda kubanga ate atweyanjulira atubulire akola ng'ani ku ssomero eryo. Nkwaniriza toliko mighty drive olamuseko bali mu kutulaba.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm very happy to be here. My name is Florence Agondeze and I'm the head teacher of Grade Top School.
Thank you, Madam Florence. We are going to be mixing an English. She's very comfortable in English. So, for the benefit of my Luganda viewers, I will be chipping in with my Luganda here and there. So, lokubanga te show etunyumira bulungi nnyo. So now I come to the gentleman. May you please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here also. I'm called Eliot Nuwaha, and I'm Director of Academics at Green Top School.
Okay. We are going to be looking at the role of preparatory schools in supporting children's abilities. The role of preparatory schools in supporting children's abilities. Munayo omugaso gw'amasomero gano agatandika ag'ebibiina nursery top. Mukulanga nti identifying abilities omwana wo ne supporting to grow their abilities. So, but before we dive into our topical discussion of the day, I really want to hear some little bit of background of what inspired you to do teaching, particularly that teaching everyone's, because everyone wants, like everyone will say, abana basumbuwa, abana bakoya. We all go for, I am a teacher, I trained in teaching, Maka University, but I did high school teaching. So what inspired you, Madam, to particularly go and do that exact teaching?
That question is so interesting. Actually, before I became a teacher, I was not in that line of becoming a teacher.
Oh.
So it is my dad who inspired me to become a teacher, because he's a teacher by profession. So for me, I wanted to become a lawyer. But when I joined teaching, I really picked interest, because these children are so good. They are so lovely. There is a way how they bring your heart, your emotion, they bring you together. For the first time, I was just learning teaching as if it is something like that. But then after, I developed the interest of becoming a teacher, of becoming a mother. Even I went beyond that. I even named myself to be Mama Africa, because I really enjoyed being with the children.
Does that mean you first did a different course?
Not really. I did teaching, but then after, I started to develop that
love for teaching.
Yes, the love of teaching. And then now I'm really in love with teaching, and I love children so much.
How long have you been in this teaching profession?
12 years.
12 years?
Yes. That's why I'm Mama Africa.
How has the journey been?
The journey has been up and down. You know, the young ones, training the young ones from down up to the top is not very easy. But when you really go into teaching, you enjoy, because we inspire these children, we develop them, we train them. There's a lot that we impact in these young ones. As you said, that how do we spot from the young age? You know, from the 3 years up to 8 years, we are spotting what is in these children. What do they want? What can they become? What are they doing? What do they love? What can they really do better? So it has been a journey. Yes, it has been really a journey, and I can say that I have really tried to do my best in the young ones.
Did you ever sit and regret, like, why did I choose teaching?
No. But when I was entering teaching, as I told you, that it wasn't in my mind that I want to become a teacher. But when I entered and I started the journey, I enjoyed. Like when now I'm just moving around and I find the students that I told, and they say, this is my teacher, I am Mama Africa, Teacher Florence. I feel so happy and excited.
Oh. Miaka 12 nga asomesa, and she still love it. Let me cross and come to the gentleman. Where did you get the inspiration to join teaching?
Oh, thank you very much. It was actually in 2006. I don't remember the class very well, but the teacher who was teaching me social studies.
Okay.
He was called the teacher Benson, I do remember. The man was very smart, and he was giving us confidence.
In primary school?
In primary school. So
now you are even looking at a teacher and you are admiring them.
definitely. So the man taught us. It's where by then I was very shy actually. I couldn't stand and speak in front of people. But he tried to develop my talent. He tried to make me speak. He tried everything. And I was like, I should become a teacher. So in that course, my brother also was a teacher, and I loved his life. Very smart, organized, everything on a special. So I said I should study hard and I become a teacher. By good fortune, I studied and I became a teacher. Now, when I entered class, I started teaching and I was like, at least if I teach like 2-3 years, I just leave and I go to another field. But when I started, there is nothing better like when you are in class, when you are teaching those children.
So you actually got the inspiration from your
From my teacher.
And then your brother who was doing
And my
teaching.
brother who was also a teacher.
Imagine.
Yeah, so and I when I started teaching now, I felt like when you go to school and you have stress, you come back when it is released, you are like, this is the best.
Because of the
profession
interaction with the kids.
with children.
So how
and
long have you been in this teaching
10
profession?
years.
10 years.
Yeah. And I still enjoy.
And you still enjoy it?
There is nothing better like when you meet someone, as Madame Florence said, and is like, oh, this is my teacher. You feel, there is how you feel. You're like, oh, I'm the best. More especially when you teach someone and like has finished the university and is doing something, said you are the one who made me to be what I am.
Are there any challenges that you face along the way?
Definitely
During the
challenges
journey?
are there as teachers. You know how the world treats teachers is quite different from other professionals. So when you are not in it, when you don't like it, you can easily give up. The challenges are very many, but
Could we mention a few of the
definitely,
challenges?
you know, I will say teachers, most of them, I will say not most of them, all of them, we say they are salary earners.
Yeah.
And when it comes to that, remember, there is no salary that can
Enough.
satisfy your needs, all that is enough.
Yes.
So that is a challenge to a teacher. You are always in class from Monday, most of Saturday. You don't have time to
do other things.
to do other things. So that is a challenge. And two, there are times when you enter class and you teach and the children are like, they are not getting, they are not speaking. And of course, as a teacher, you want children to get something out of you. And when you see someone is not getting something, it gives you headache. You go home, you're like, what can I do to this? What can I do to this? So the challenges are very many.
So you carry the problems of your students from school to your home.
Definitely.
So how has been these sentiments of nursery teachers should be women, and now you are a man and you are into nursery teaching? How have you handled that?
That was the thinking of long ago, because you know, now there is what we call equality. What a man can do, a man can also do.
Exactly.
Definitely, what a woman can do, the man
Even
can
men
also
can do
So
better, yeah,
definitely.
true.
Exactly.
So that one was the mentality of maybe our parents. It is no longer there. Because today, as Madame Administrator said, you spot a child right from P1, nursery 1, and you see what does the child want to become. When it comes like at Green Top,
Yes.
they have different activities. Why you say that this child will become this and this in future. Yeah.
So I am going to cross and go back to Madam Headmistress. Now, when you hear me addressing her, you know I am going into a Green Top business. So where is Green Top?
Oh, thank you very much. Green Top School is found in Maya Nanziga Masaka Road. It is 24 kilometers from Kampala to reach to our place. The place is very good. The environment is very good. We have a very good conducive environment for our learners. And the environment of the place supports much the learning of the children, because when you're having a calm and quiet and conducive environment, that means the learning system is going to be very okay. We have very good teachers who are giving very good facilities to our young ones. We have a boarding section and day section. We start from nursery up to primary 4. Yes, and we are going to keep on increasing
The classes.
Yes, the classes. But per now we are having from nursery section up to primary.
Byemulaba ku screen zammwe baana ba Green Top School balina gardening nga bava kwejjirayo ebibala mu nnimiro yaabwe. So that is tujja kubanga twogera nga mbiraba nga biyita ku screen awo mutegeere bitya bitwogerako. So you are from baby class to P4 to primary 4.
Yes.
Oh, so what's the difference, or what's something different is Green Top doing from other schools? What is that different thing that you are doing as a school that is making you stand out from other schools?
At Green Top School, this is a school where we bring theory into practical. As you have seen the pictures, they are in the garden. If it is time for garden, we really go down to the ground and we do the practical thing and we put it into reality.
Does that mean you involve them in gardening?
Yes,
we have sessions where kids get the hose and are going to the garden and doing all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. We have different activities that we do. We have the agriculture, we have the poultry, we have farming. So, and our children, they practice with their teachers. The teachers are the facilitators to these learners at Green Top School.
So what is the student-teacher ratio? Because it is something that is a problem in public schools. I believe Green Top is a private school.
Yes.
So how are you handling the students and the teachers? Do you have a specific number of kids? Do you commit like 10 kids per teacher? How are you doing it as the head teacher of Green Top School?
Yes, we have a specific number of children that we're expecting to have in class. It's 25 per teacher, and we use the child-centered approach, which is very important and which brings the children to the center of learning, and then the teacher becomes the facilitator. Yes, our teachers at Green Top School, they facilitate the learning, they facilitate the process of learning, they facilitate each and everything that the learners that they do.
Not in our era where the teachers used to come with notes and then they dictate and then you write and then you go home and revise.
We no longer have that system of knowledge-based learning at Green Top School. We use the child-centered program, and which is very okay, which brings the children to practice, which makes the teacher to spot the abilities and the skills and the talents of the young ones. So we make sure that the learners are the ones that are in the center of learning.
How long has Green Top been in existence?
Green Top is still a mushrooming school which started this year, but we are really on, we are not new in the system.
No, you started this year. That means you are new.
We are not. We are young, but
you have a vast experience of education, though.
Exactly.
You decided to do your own, to bring up the skills in you. So as the director of academics, do we still call you those? Because they were not something we used to call them those. So do we still call you?
Now you just call me the director of academics.
Director of academics.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
titles are changing.
Yeah.
Okay, how has this child-centered learning been? Are there any challenges? Do you find it difficult, or it is something easy that helps learners to cope up with the learning?
Well, of course, challenges were there, because it was a new system to teachers, but now it is no longer. In fact, the teachers have enjoyed it more, because now the teacher is a facilitator. He just guides learners. Learners discover what are we going to study, what are we heading to. The teacher just is a guider, and now the teacher's work is less. It is the children's work that matters a lot now, and it has helped a lot.
So when teachers are trained to adopt this kind of learning?
Yeah, they were trained. As I said, at first it was a challenge to them because they used it where the teacher was everything.
Yeah,
by this time,
in our era, our teacher was everything.
Was a master. Yeah, by this time, there are times when you find the child has skills more than what you have. And if you don't give him or her a chance, you find you are lost. The child is like, what you are doing, I'm better than you. Now we have children from different families where the child is exposed to everything. And for you, if you are like, you know everything, you find the child is now better than you.
Challenging you.
It's challenging you.
How does it feel, a child to challenge you?
Definitely, as a teacher, it becomes more. But of course, you have to prove. When you find the child is challenging you, you have now to make a research. And you find how to work upon such.
What ages should the parents start to take their kids to kindergarten? Like,
they are supposed to start to bring their children from 3 years. Yes, from 3 years.
for baby class?
Yes, baby class, middle, and top. We start from 3, then 4, 5 to 6. And starting with 3 years, it is 3 years to 8 is a very good age of spotting what a child is going to become.
Now I want Madam Headmistress to paint for me a picture. As a parent who is preparing to bring my kid to Green Top School, paint for me a picture what I should be having, what I should be expecting from Green Top School.
A parent there who is planning to bring a kid at Green Top School, you are expecting that your kid is going to get very good education. We are going to take very good care of your child. We are going to nurture and we bring exactly what is in the kid, because for us we really spot what exactly is in the kid. We are trying to discover, to identify what that kid can do better. You know, these days in very many schools, or by the time when we were in school, we knew that academic is something that is going to take you ahead. Like you have to learn and you get 4 distinctions and everything. And you find that these ones, the ones that we call the slow learners, we are not giving them the opportunity to do other things.
Yes.
Apart from academic, apart from class, we have learners who have other abilities that they can do much better, and they add it on the other academic part. So for us, we combine the academic part and we combine the abilities, the skills, the talent, we nurture and we bring them together and we make sure that they grow up. At Green Top School, we have a very unique system which you cannot find in any other schools, because for us, we really give the children the opportunity to exercise each and everything fully, like the way how the director of academics said that when a learner challenges you, a teacher, obviously, you feel small. Yes, you are right. But at Green Top School, you will not find that the teacher is feeling small. You may ask me why. Because there is that relationship between a teacher and the learner. And then you give the opportunity, the learner, to always discover and get to know what is going on. So if, like for example, we have the computers and you find now this era that we are in, learners, they know computer. Even you may find that they know computer more than the teacher. But because it is the system of teaching that you always bring the learners in the center of the learning, it is the learner who is going to discover, and also the teacher will learn from the learner. So it is a process. It is not that the teacher is perfect, is the one who is going to be giving everything to the learner. No, that knowledge-based system is no longer there. For us at Green Top School, we don't exercise that. We really make sure that our learners are in the center of learning and they are sure that they do each and everything with the help of the facilitator. Yes.
So you told us Green Top School is just making a year. It hasn't made a year.
It has not made a year. We are just still growing.
What made you come up with Green Top School and then the system that comes with it?
What made us to start Green Top School?
Yeah.
I personally, as I've told you, I'm a teacher who has taught in international schools for so long. So I have a very good experience with the international system. And then I also had that eager of introducing that kind of system here in Uganda, even though I have been teaching abroad. So I had that mind that I have to cope and upgrade that system, and I bring it to our local system here in Uganda and performs more better.
No, wait.
Green Top School.
Okay, your part of your experience in teaching isn't from Uganda. It's from abroad?
Yes.
Oh. So it is that experience that you wanted to bring here home.
Exactly.
Then continue.
Yeah, so after copying that system, I had to upgrade it and I bring it here in Uganda.
You are the founder of Green Top School.
I may not be the founder, I may be part
of the founder.
Exactly. So after that, after I picking interest in that system that I have been using for so long, I say I had to come up with a very good idea with the other appropriators or the founders of Green Top School, and we decided that we should make a unique system of education here in Uganda. So like our school is not an international school, but if you reach on the ground, it is almost even more than international schools. So everything that we are having there, it is really on high standard. And we would like to show the world there that Green Top School can perform more better even than the international system. And we bring it to our local, and we make sure that also these young ones, they gain what others are also gaining in international school. So like we have the playgrounds, as you can see on the screen. We have the computer, all our learners, they learn computer from P1 up to the class where we have different languages that we are teaching. A language is something which is very important.
Correct.
We teach French, we teach Swahili, we teach German, we teach Chinese, we teach Arabic.
All these languages, these learners are learning?
Yes.
They are all compulsory?
Yes, per now they are, but we give the basic without forgetting our English. Is the media of communication. But we have all those languages.
So my kid is going to learn French,
yes,
learn Arabic, learn Swahili, learn Spanish.
Yes. I can start with you, bonjour.
Bonjour. No, me, I learned French. So
you want Kiswahili?
Yeah, Swahili. Mambo.
Vipi?
How nkoma? So I'll be crossing to Director Academics.
Yeah.
Now you have students. They most of them have just entered school. They haven't been in any school. How do you incorporate? How do you make these kids love learning without them developing a negative attitude towards learning? Now they are just getting into the system of learning.
All right. Thank you very much. As you said, you know, when it comes to a teacher is a creator. You have to create something that will make this child, when he goes home, will miss you. Will be like, mommy, I want to go to school. I have some kids, some children, in the last holidays, where they were like, we can't wait for the holiday to end. Like, we are missing our teachers. So teachers are to be creative. And at least you create something that will make children love the school. And now it comes to Green Top, where you find the school is trying to develop, because each child is like, okay, for me I like football. It's like, oh, every Friday it is for football. Someone is like, for me I like computer. Oh, every Thursday like, we have to go for computer. So someone is like, well, I can't wait. Someone is like, no, for me I like volleyball. When is this? So every activity, a child, those activities you do are the ones that will really make a child like love learning. And as you said, nowadays most children from these areas, you find a child, like the way we used to say, child is like, if you ask, where do you get milk? I get milk from the dairy. Doesn't know milk comes from the cow.
Because they have never seen a cow.
They have never seen so. If they see it, they fear, they run away. So they're like, now, we are trying now to avoid that. That's why we are having those activities where child has to go to the garden and see this and that also.
Madam Headmistress, we've heard of integrated learning. A lot of us just hear the word integrated learning. What is integrated learning and how practical is it?
Integrated learning, this is a mixed up of different activities that bring together the learning process. Like as you can see in Green Top School, they have mentioned a lot that is taking place. We have sports, we have music, we have poetry, we have the critical thinking, they have the quizzes, we have the teasers. So that is integrating all, and then we put them together, and then we come with one.
So that is integrated learning. We all know in classes we have slow learners and quick learners. How do you encourage these slow learners? Because there is no good word that I can use to mean slow learners. So I am just going to say it as it is, slow learners. So how do you help them adopt learning and love learning and to catch up at the level of the quick learners?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the learning system of Greentop School. For us at Greentop School, how the learning system is being taught in class with the slow learners and the quick learners, we have booklets.
Okay.
Then we have exercise books. We have extensional work. Then we have the work that the teacher has created. So when the teacher is facilitating in general and then after gives exercise, remember the quick learners, they have graphs immediately when the teacher was teaching. So when the teacher puts the work on the whiteboard, then the quick learners are doing, and the slow learners, when the quick ones finish, then the teacher is going to give out those booklets for the extension so that the classroom environment is being under control, so that the teacher can take care of the slow learners. That is one. Secondly, you know, learners, they learn well from each other. As I told you that for us, the learners, we put them in the center of learning. So these quick learners, when they finish, we give them opportunity to express or to teach the other ones, the fellows. So the other one who is a slow learner will feel comfortable to see that the other one can do it. If the other one has managed to finish the work and now is standing in front of us presenting, then why not me? Then also you will put that energy. There is a way how that relation child relationship. Yes, there is a way how it impacts so quickly than the teacher. So we always give the opportunity to the quick learners to express themselves to the slow learners. And also that is one way of inspiring these ones that also they can do better, and also bringing the slow learners also to know that they can also reach on that level of these ones that they have reached. Thirdly, we have extensional work.
Extensional work, we mean?
We mean if you have finished the classwork and this one has not understood, then the teacher will call that the slow learner and give the extension work, give more explanation, and then a revised exercise, let me use that one, so that that revised exercise can bring the knowledge towards the other one that they have taught in class, so that if the kid did not understand in class, then he's going to understand with the extensional work. And then after practice in the booklet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guys, learning is hard naddala mu bibiina bino ebitandikirwako bineeno. For us, our parents didn't take us to kindergarten because they had this attitude of kindergarten, just students go there to waste time.
Not really.
Go there to waste time. No, they don't really learn anything from kindergarten.
Actually,
I
in
never
kindergarten,
kindergarten, by the way.
Kindergartens is the foundation of everything.
Do we really need kindergarten in the system of learning?
So much.
Yes,
This
we really
baby, middle and top.
Yes, we really need, because that's when we start spotting. That's when we start knowing the ability. That's when you realize the strength and the weakness.
At 3 years?
Yes. Like for example, now in this generation of ours, we are .com mamas. And we don't stay with our children at home. And then you don't take the opportunity to discover the strength and the weakness of your child at home. So you just take the kid in the kindergarten. And then they are going to discover exactly what is in the young one. And when they are young, as I told you in our first conversation, I told you that we really discover the abilities of the young ones from 3 to 8 years. Yes. If you have failed to spot
your kid
between 3 to 8, you are finished. Even the teacher. If you are teaching and you fail to spot from 3 to 8, and you don't discover that Florence cannot read properly, Florence cannot write, Florence loves this, Florence can do this better, Florence can do this, then you will not discover what is in the kid. Yes, because at that age, the kid will just switch to another level.
Oh, so between the ages of 3 and 8,
yes,
the kid
it is observing, identifying, knowing. They are so quick. They have that quick learning. They have that observation. They ask a lot of questions. They want to know, how is this phone? How is this cover? Why is the teacher doing this? Like in the nursery section, that's why teachers, they don't grow old and they are always happy. When you go to class and you keep quiet, like when I go to class
and you just sit and
I just sit and I keep quiet, children start asking me, Teacher Florence, teacher, today you are not happy. I say, why? You are not laughing.
They're inquisitive.
So there is that inquisitive. They start saying, teacher is not happy, we keep quiet. Are you getting me? So they will start, when they are going to do something, they will start seeing your reaction. They said, and they will identify. Also, you will start seeing, are they really identifying your reaction? Like you can come in class when you are so happy and excited, and you see everyone is jumping because you are jumping with them, you are playing with the ball or you are doing something, and you identify that Faridah is not jumping. Yes. Automatically you will know that either something emotional or psychologically there is something that is wrong with that. If you have decided to keep quiet and everyone decided to come and ask you and Peter didn't, then you will know the character of Peter. Are you getting me? So you start spotting them. So you will know. You'll see that, hey, my phone, hey, teacher, your phone is falling down. You know that this one is caring. Just to know. You see, the teacher, this one is crying. Sorry. You're going to be fine. You start identifying them. You start identifying when they are young. From 3 to 8. Like when children are 8, they start to become shy. Yeah. If you can go and do your research, they start to become shy. They start bringing themselves back and they start developing another personality of starting to grow old. But when they are 8 and down, they are free. They expose themselves. They are angels. They do exactly what is in their heart. So that's why we say that from 3 to 8, that's when we really spot exactly the abilities.
Yes. So what makes kids not love school? I remember my bro had a kid, but when they would take him to school, he will cry. He will cry every morning. So what makes them hate school so much? Mr. Director.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, sometime back, our time when we were studying, we used to get punishments. The teacher punishes you and you're like, no, tomorrow I'm not going back. But today that one is no longer there. So sometime back, you know, and these children they have attitudes. Yes. A child comes to school and you are like, no, you use a different word. The child does. Them. The other child is like, no, I'm not going back, mommy. I'm not. 2, there are some who even don't like staying at home. In the evening, the parents come to pick the child and it's like,
I don't want to go
I
back.
don't want. Some is hiding even. So the way you treat children. And that's what we are always telling teachers. How do you treat your children? What do they say when they reach home? Are they missing you? Are they feel like, let me come back? That is the now how it is. So when you find the child doesn't want to come back, doesn't want to go back to school, it means there must be a problem.
There is a problem with the school environment.
Definitely. On the first day,
either with the teachers or with the fellow kids.
Yes.
In class.
On the first day, you know, like this of nursery 1 baby class, they bring them when they are crying, but at the end in the evening they go when they are very happy. You find everything is very fine. That is the only challenges that I'm still facing, but it depends the teacher now in class. Or sometimes, you know, when you don't control your class very well, you find this one, the child is home and is like, my friends were beating me. I'm not going back.
And then we have reserved learners. These ones don't say anything. Are you fine? They will just cry. How do you handle such kids?
Those reserved learners, you have to handle them with care. You know, in most cases, when you are reserved, they need a lot of attention.
Exactly.
And
you have other kids to
yes, to take care of. So you have to make sure you look for the ways of making sure that he or she is being attended. Like if you have recognized that Florence is reserved in class, I will make sure that if I'm starting to ask or giving the opportunity the learners to express themselves, I will start with the reserved.
Even when I have not risen up my hand?
Yes. In this system, we no longer wait for the kid.
You don't
to
raise up their hand.
Yes.
Things
Yes,
have
they do raise up their hand, but this is where we do like a discussion, like the way how here we are.
Oh, like we are sitting here.
Yes, like for example, good
what do you
morning,
think?
class. How are you doing? How was home? So tell me, how is home? Let us discuss. They
You are
start
literally
from
having
there.
a conversation with
Yes,
them.
then they start giving you a conversation. Or you have to make sure that you create a safe and caring environment for them. And then, as I've told you, that we keep on spotting, knowing, because everyone is having a character and their own personalities. So there are those ones who need your attention. They are reserved. They need to be recognized.
Yeah.
So there are those ones that you put aside, and then you give them the opportunity to present first. You give them the opportunity to explain to others. We use the system of rewarding and appreciating in class, because they really need to be appreciated, and you reward them. You can reward them by using stars. You can reward them by using stickers. You can reward them by using playing materials, because we have playing materials like kindergarten section at Green Top School. We have playing materials that help these young ones to come back or to enjoy. You say that if you do my work and you finish on time, you are going to play with the motorcycle. Are you getting me? So everyone will concentrate and do the work, and then after they go. Yes. Or you say that if you finish my work on time, I'm going to dance for you. And all of them, they will be eager to see, wow, Teacher Florence is going to dance for us. Are you getting me? And then now you put them together. For me to dance, for you, you clap hands. So that means you're bringing them together. So everyone is going to clap because they want to see. So if I finish to dance, I say, who is going to dance better than me? Now it is your opportunity. So I will know that, the other one, okay, now I will say, John, it is your opportunity. Come and dance. Come and we compete and we see me and you who can
dance better.
So everyone is going to prepare.
And actually before, someone is like, for me, I can dance better than you, teacher. Someone comes up and is like, teacher, for me, I'm better. You're like, okay. Now you see the other reserved one. You say, now let me dance with you. So you try to bring that one out.
It must be a very good opportunity to engage with those kids. We are going in for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be diving in our very, very topical discussion of the day. And I have some questions coming in from our viewers. Thank you so much. I will be reading them, and Madam Florence here will be answering a few of them, and then the Director of Academics. A very good morning.
The Alternative Digitalk. Real issues, real talk. Alternative Digitalk.
Hey Teddy, Have you noticed how little attention science and health issues get in the media?
Totally, Edgar, yet science information is very important.
Yeah, for sure. That's why the Health Journalists Network is here.
How can they help?
They are a group of journalists dedicated to advancing public understanding of healthcare issues through impactful reporting on health and science.
Oh, really?
Yes, they meet up every month with scientists and researchers, policymakers, and activists at the science media cafes. They then relay what they discuss to the public.
Does that benefit us?
Oh yes, very much so. This helps with health and science literacy for a healthy Ugandan society.
Okay. I love getting informed about science and health issues. Health information makes all the difference between life and death. I'll look them up and engage them.
That's great. They are based all over the country.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, and they should be making real impact.
They are empowering health communities through journalism. Journalists can save lives just like doctors.
Hi, welcome to the Political Dice.
empichi y'ebyobufuzi
It's controversial,
kiwali political
well researched,
accurate and global.
Oyagala bya parliament oba council.
ya state house oba ghetto
Ani ayugayuga ku ground.
ani gwe baabuze
Okimanyi nga Dr. Kiza Besigye aleese amaanyi.
olwo fadda bafutsoli abateeseemu obuvaazi
Oba yo DP eri kuki?
olwo jeema
Bano ba MKCG bo baddawa.
abo bafuna CDF baamala tebabanja olwo baba ate bange bali kuki
Abo bo akina kulabisa simanyanga posturing tebabiri bali mu structure building. Naye ate ono ye.
ani oyo oba
Ye ali kuki?
oyo tiomuleketa gambanyiga mangu
Ebyo ndabena birindira noku the Political Dice ku the Alternative Digital nange Teddy Tenjo ewamune
Faridah Bikobere
buli wa Sunday
esawa 2
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Kyali ku program The Mighty Dive was a Faridah Bikobere ndina headmistress wa Green Top School Madam Florence and the director of studies, director of academics. Naye fe twakolanga dosi tobola bamanyidde director of studies.
I understand.
But today you have director of academics wa Green Top School. Twogera nsonga z'abaana, how do these kindergarten schools ezisobola okubanga ate eziyambako omwana okulaba nga bamusportinga their abilities oba their capacities oba their talent ng'akyali mwana muto. So munnaye nkubiriza nnyo tuli live ku Facebook. Sobola okugendayo nokola ki notusanga ku The Alternative Uganda oba Digital TV ojja kubanga ate otufuna bulungi nnyo. Bwe tugendedde mu kuwummulamuko tubadde twogera ensonga nnyingi nnyo oyinza otya okusporting omwana ali slow in learning nobeera nga ate omuyambako to cop up ne banne ababa bali mu kilaasi. So ndowooza gw'alina omwana wo ondowooza otegedde essomero kiri olina okumutwalako sibakubira kalango but I'm just saying that system is good mu development y'omwana between the ages of 3 and 8 omwana aba ali mu kuyiga obwo obwongo bw'omwana buba buli very active buli kyalaba ayagala akitegeere kikola kitya kino bakiyita batya so kyova olaba nti wano omwana aba yeetaaga guided learning oba guided development obeera omugaidinga. So bwengedde mukuwumulako ndabye mu comment section ya live yange ng'ebibuuzo bijja biyeterevu ngenda kanga ate mbiyitamuko nga show yaffe bwetambula ng'egenda mu maaso. Ngenda tutandika n'ekibuuzo kya Madam Nache Unerator. How have parents embraced, I think Madam Headmistress will be answering this question. How have parents embraced your standard? Because you seem to have many kids. In fact, I thought it is an old school given the structures and the pupil numbers.
Well, thank you. Our parents have really embraced the school and they are loving the system because we started last term, and now this term also the number of children is increasing, and our parents are giving a very good feedback about it, and we have that good relationship between the school and our parents. So they really love the system, and they are loving what we are doing at Green Top School.
Oh, okay. Mr. Tomuhim Senoman, thank you so much for watching. Rita Gamba, we saw your kids engaged in agriculture and seemingly happy and enjoying. How have you made the kids enjoy agriculture rather than our times when it was a punishment?
Yeah. So for us, we really make them love what they are doing, because we do together with them. We first learn about these things in class. Like now where they were picking the pawpaws, we first learn about fruits. They were learning about fruits, and we have very different types of fruits, and we have different fruits also at school. So how do we get those fruits? We don't buy them in the supermarket. We don't get them in the market. We get them down in the garden, because we have the demonstration gardens. Each class is having its own demonstration garden at GTS, at Green Top School.
Even the baby class?
Yes. The baby class with their teachers, the middle class with their teachers, the top class with their teachers. They have
demonstration gardens.
Yes, the demonstration gardens. And because at Green Top School, we really embrace PBL, project-based learning. So it is a project which we go step by step. So they were learning about fruits. And then we decided now to go and harvest the fruits. We go and see where fruits they come from. They come in the garden, and we don't just throw there the fruits. We plant. And how do we plant? We go together with the teachers and the learners, and we practice. So after practicing, we give a process. As the theory part is taking place, also the other practical part is taking place in the garden. And also they keep going there to check how far
have our plants gone.
Yes, with their teachers. As I told you that at Green Top School, teachers are facilitators. In fact, we don't call them Teacher Florence. I'm a facilitator.
Hey.
Yes.
Facilitator Flawless.
Yes, I facilitate the learning system at Green Top School. So they keep on. So now it reached a time we had to go in the garden down. So we have days that we go in the garden to check on what is taking place there, because we have the beans garden, then we have the banana plantation, we have the fruits, we have jackfruit, we have pawpaws, we have mangoes, we have guavas. Yes, we have watermelon. They are still young, they are growing. So it is the I think is it P3, P4 that planted the watermelon. It is the project P3. It is the project for P3. So they keep going there, checking, and in that routine, they keep on developing that love of going there. Because they are doing it with their teachers, not the teacher to say that, me, I'm getting the whole, I'm doing it by myself. No, if the teacher to get a whole, also the rest will get the whole. And then they practice together. And the love or the passion of learning, it is something that grows. You don't just say, pooh. It is gradual. It is something which is growing. So we make sure that, as I told you, that we put our learners in the center of learning. So we introduce them to that learning, project-based learning. And a project is something that you start, and it goes slowly by slowly, it goes slowly by, and it grows. So it is PBL, project-based learning. Yes. So they first learn in class, and then after they put the project into practice.
Green Top also gives the homework.
We do, but our homework is different. As I told you that Green Top School is a school which is having a very unique learning system environment. The homework that we give to our learners is the exercise that the teacher has taught in class.
But I thought
which helps the learner to understand more and practice it more. Like I told you that we have a system where we have extensional work, we have booklets, we have exercise, and we have learner's book or activity. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So if the teacher has taught articles, that is a and an, in class, they practice it in exercise books, then you give it as an extensional work in free time, then you will refer it in the booklet as their practicing work. Not homework. You know that you know when you keep on calling it homework. There is a way how it torments.
It is work to do from home, isn't it?
It is work to do home, so it is the work that they go and practice from home, not homework.
You know, you are just changing terminologies, but it is the same thing. You are giving me work.
Okay, you know, as this new system, when we go to the psychomotor skills, it is exchanging from the existing things to the new things. So instead of calling it homework, we call it the practicing
work.
And which is very okay. Did you practice your work? Yes, where is it? And we mark. What is your homework?
So it's,
there is a way how it sounds.
Yeah, true.
We were used of homework. And then, in our days, we could take homework as a punishment.
Yeah.
You could find they are giving you a lot of work.
Yeah.
And another thing, for us, our practice work, I don't want to use the word homework. Our practice work is a bit somehow different. As I told you, we have project-based learning. Yeah. Like, for example, P4, you have taught the digestive system.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the practice work. I'm going to say, go and look for a cardboard, get white papers, get pink papers, get a blue marker and a black marker. Draw the digestive system and paste it on the cardboard. Then with a red marker, name the parts. Not now saying, what is the digestive system? Mention 3 types of
parts of the digestive system.
Yes. So it is a project-based learning. So
it must be really expensive.
No, it is not expensive. It is not expensive because we use the local materials. We use the boxes. We use the manila. You can use papers. But the way how you frame the work, instead of making a kid to write a lot of things, let him practice a lot. Practice makes perfect. Not now to keep on writing. Yes, they write, but the way how we are questioning. It is not saying, number 1, what is the digestive system? Number 2, mention 3 types of digestive system. Number 3, what is the first part of digestive system? Number 4, what is the last part of digestive system? Yes. No, we don't ask in that form.
Because now that one you will be facilitating cramming. That one I can cram.
Are you getting me? Yes. So we just say, if now they have learned on the digestive system, get you put their materials to use. Get 4 white pieces of paper. First paper, draw the first part of the digestive system. Second paper, draw this. Third paper, draw this. Fourth paper, draw this. There is organization. There is identifying. There is critical thinking. There is observing.
I think I would have been a very bright kid if I was taught in that way.
It is true.
If I was taught in that way, I would have been a very, very bright kid. But now, in our era, those things didn't happen. The teacher would just come into class, give you notes, and then give you an exercise, and then you will have to go and do from home with your parent who didn't go to school, and they expect the parent to guide the kid or answering. But now, here, as you are explaining on project-based learning, the parent might be to do a reminder, but the kid can do their practicing work.
Yes, exactly. exactly.
necessarily needing the parent.
That practicing work, the parent can guide, can remind that do you have homework or do you have the practice work? That's how we call it. But then for us at Green Top School, we have our core values, and responsibility is among them. They know that when they go home, they are supposed to do their work, practice work. Because they leave school when they know that, like for example, they need 4 papers. They cannot leave school when they don't have those papers.
Every day.
We don't give papers that every day that they have to do the project-based learning or the project on papers. Like I'm giving an example. If you have given like P3, they are going to do their project work on papers and Manila, and maybe they have sent for banana fibers or other things. They will not leave school when they don't have those materials. They know we really instill responsibility in those learners. They know because like we always give 15 minutes before they go home to prepare themselves. Have you taken your practice book which you are going to use? Do you have all the materials that you are going to be using at home? What do you want? Sometimes you find like for us, the classroom materials, we keep them in school. We have shelves where each and every material for our learners, they are there. So they have to look for those markers, they have to look for those colored papers, they have to look, if it is the box, they have to go and ask the teachers. If it is to go in the garden to look for the banana fibers, they will have to come and let you know that for us we have a project and we are requesting for the asikari to escort us and we go and get banana fibers there because we are going to do this and this. So they know we instill responsibility in them. So when they reach home and they freshen up and then after they do their work.
I'll be doing Kasavo Kanyama comment section nga bwe twegenda maaso ne discussion yaffe. Is your standard a mixture of both local and international students?
As I said earlier, that our school is not an international school.
It is a local school.
It is a local school.
With the
we are
standard
just
of an international school.
Yes.
Okay. What pushed the proprietors to come out with this unique facilitation education system, which I believe it is what that has been missing in Africa? Where did you copy this system and how long did it take you to accommodate the system?
Wow. As I told you, that I have been teaching in international schools for some good years. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 10 years.
For the past 10 years,
yes.
You have been teaching international
yes.
schools.
And the 2 years, it was bilingual, French and another
language.
Yes. What made us come up with such an appropriate curriculum or system? You know, there is a way how people take, this is a local school, this is an international school.
Yeah, true.
Are you getting me? And they see you doing something unique, that is international school. They see you, that system is for international schools. And then the local ones, they take them to, like the way how the word local, here
really
say
local.
that it is local.
Yes.
And then they neglect these ones who go in local. Yet even these ones, they have ability, they have capacity of doing exactly what is in international schools. So we sat down and discussed about it. It was very hot discussion. So are we also going to come up with an international school and we neglect these local schools? And then we came up, we said, no, this school has to be a local school with an international standard, and we start cooperating with our local schools and we integrate our system with theirs so that we can also bring that learning system into these local schools. They can do it. Okay. They can, because the teachers are there. They can cope up with that learning system and bring it into those schools. So we decided that, do you know what? Let us also go with our local schools and we bring our learning system there, and then we integrate with those local schools and we come up with that system.
All right, I'll go to Director of Academics because he has overkept quiet.
maybe before, as the headmistress was saying, there is what we see. Teaching a child and get aggregates 4 is now not something new. Everyone can do it.
Yeah, true.
But now, apart from that, what else can a child do? Getting 4 is okay, but apart from that,
What else can they
we used
do?
to study about germination, but even you cannot.
In theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have to bring out that one. We no longer need to teach children to be job seekers. Instead, now they have to create them.
They have to create the jobs.
Job creators this time. So that's what we are majorly basing on.
At Green Top School.
Yeah, we used to study about things in social studies, rain gauge, wind vane. But this time you can tell a child.
Yeah, I saw those things when I joined the university.
This time a child now at Green Top.
I saw them at Maga University during that week where they take freshers around the campus and then they're showing you stuff at campus.
No, but now
That's
this
how
time a child is able to make a windsock, a rain gauge.
So you have those things you teach them when kids are looking at them.
Yeah. Then they have to. Someone
Even
like,
they practice.
Use my local materials and I make a rain gauge. Let me use local materials and I make this from just within the environment.
So is there a possibility of maybe a kid isn't interested much in agriculture, maybe you can exonerate them and they do some other thing, which I think like you do, computing.
We have
maybe,
computing, we have music, we have chess, we have Scrabble. We have different activities. We have art.
So you identify this one is not
Yeah,
interested in
and
music, like he was not interested in music growing up. And then you will say, no, if you don't want that, you can do agriculture. If you feel like comfortable.
That's why we are saying we develop children's talents. Because someone is not interested in agriculture. You go there, but is not even interested in touching soil.
Yeah, yeah.
This one is interested in football. When it comes to football, it's like now I'm in my area. But there's someone now who is there seated and watching. He's not interested in that. So that's why we have to see this one now is where is all our talent. What about this one and this one? Then we develop children talents like that.
Okay. Someone was asking me, how do they develop kids' talents? Most especially if I bring my kid in P4, they are past 8 years.
It's not that normally we just get to know that the kid is having a specific talent or ability or skill at 8 years. We discover what is in the kid from age of 3 to 8. When you are with that kid, you are able to discover.
You know what they can do better.
Yes.
What their
Then
interests
if
are.
it is from 8, they are starting to how can I say it? To lie in exactly what they want. Like if you find these students who are in a P4, if for sure she doesn't want agriculture, you will know it, and you see that she's interested in dancing.
You just see the attitude.
You see the attitude, you see that even if you force, that means starting with that age, you are not going to force. You will not use that convincing teaching language to see that either she can pick from here or here. She will be having that saying,
Me, I want
I want to dance. Even if you try to put her or him into that one, he or she may, because you are a facilitator or a teacher, but then you will not perfect it. Yes, so at that age, you will just discover exactly what that kid wants, and then you develop it. You go with that. At that age, like if it is dancing, you will see that he or she is showing interest in dancing, in
they
music.
Get excited when
yes,
it's
they
that
get excited in that. But then these young ones, you will find they are going in a general way, and then it is the teacher now to spot
who is interested.
Yes, who is going to become an engineer. Is always on cars, on toys, trying to change the tire, to put it. You see, all the time is there. But now these ones in P4, If he's not interested in that, she or he will not spend that much time there.
Yes.
You just be there, and then it goes. So you have to know that after a few time, you will identify that now this one.
Now, as
computer.
who didn't attend, that is a missed opportunity. It is
Yes,
really
sure,
unfortunate.
It is true. You missed a lot.
It's a missed opportunity for sure. Madam Florence, please inform us of your fees structure. Do you have boarding session too?
Yes. As I said, Green Top School is a day and boarding school. Our fees structure is very simple. The boarding section is 1.3, and our boarding section...
That cuts across from baby to P4?
Actually, for us, we don't take nursery children in boarding.
You begin from P1?
Yeah.
Okay.
We leave the young ones
They still
to
need
first
mother care.
have that mother
mother care
care
with their
with the
parents.
children,
Okay.
unless otherwise. Yeah, our school fees structure is 1.3, and the boarding
The boarding session?
yes, and the boarding section is well facilitated. We have our washing tubs at school. We don't take jerry cans. We don't bring basins.
Mattress. Do I come with a mattress?
No, you don't come with a mattress. You only come with your blanket, bed sheet, and mosquito net is a must.
No books? I don't carry, the kid is not meant to carry any books.
The package of classroom materials, you buy it at school, but it is there. You don't come with your books.
Oh.
Or if everything you find it at Green Top School. Books are there branded with Green
So as
Top
a parent
School.
preparing my kid to come and report at Green Top School, I just have to prepare for them a uniform they find.
Yes, uniform
Things
is
to
at
eat.
school. Even things to eat, they are found at school.
So what does a parent prepare for a kid coming to Green Top School?
You prepare school fees, you prepare bed sheets, you prepare mosquito net, and other materials required for the boarding section, you buy them at school.
How about the day section? What is the fee structure?
The day section for the nursery department, that is 600, and then from P1 to P4, that is 650.
Okay.
Yes. And we have a very beautiful uniform, and they are 4 sets.
4 sets of uniform.
Yes, and 4 sets of uniform. We have the cream for sports, we have the green one, also it is like for sports. Then we have the usual 2 of them. Then we have another one, and we have overall, and we have aprons. Yeah.
For gardening.
Yes.
Okay, on the reasons why kids hate school is teasing and bullying. How does that school ensure a good and friendly environment for those prone to bullying?
Wow, they teased me when I was entering senior 1, and I was about
To drop out.
to drop out. But in this generation, at Green Top School, we don't tease. We promote love. We promote care, promote respect for each other. There is no teasing and bullying. That is the first thing that we first instill in our teachers first.
Yeah.
Before it is instilled in the young ones, because the teacher is the heart of the school. Is the one who develops and is the one who destroys. So we have our core values as Green Top School that we follow, and then we make sure that we practice them. We don't just read them, we put them into practice. And we have to make sure that we create a lovely environment for both non-teaching staff, the teaching staff, parents, and the learners as well. So like our first day, we did orientation, both learners, parents, non-teaching staff, teaching staff. It was so amazing. We had to project our core values. We had to share the core values even with our parents, with the non-teaching staff, with the teaching staff, so that at least when you are at GTS, you should know where exactly you are. Yes, so our environment is so friendly, our environment is so caring, our environment is so good for our learners and for everyone who comes at GTS.
When you talked about teachers, I remembered seeing this girl called Baby Gloria talking about her experience in school, particularly primary school. And she was saying most of the people that made her studying difficult were the teachers. Because she was being taken to school as a celebrity kid, and then the teachers were like, we are going to show you are not a celebrity. And that made life really, really difficult for her to study and then complete school. So there is something to do with teachers. Some teachers need to have of us some extra training.
For us at GTS, we have professional development trainings for teachers. And in this generation, children come from different families.
Yeah.
And also we come from different families, and we have grown in different places, and we have different way of living.
Yes.
That is one thing that all of us, we have to embrace. Like you will find that we are teaching children of a minister.
Yeah, yes.
You are teaching these kids of celebrities, or for themselves they are celebrities right now. You cannot, if you start putting down the self-esteem of the kid, that means you are destroying the future. And yet for us, we are here to develop that self-esteem to come. What we do, we guide that one who is becoming a celebrity, who is trying to discover his or her ability at the young age. How do you control it? You are becoming a celebrity and you are in top class.
Yes.
Remember, you are here to study. If you don't continue with studies, this talent or this ability may not grow.
Yeah.
It may die. So what you are going to do, you are going to use it and you study. This ability you have, you are going to help others in class also to be like you.
Yes.
You are going also to be helping the teacher as well, to also know the ability that you are having. So you are not supposed to misuse your ability, but not to make sure that you just put down and you put down the esteem and you lower the confidence. You are just destroying. For us, we impact and develop and we guide. Yes.
Mr. Director Academics, what are some of those reasons that make kids perform poorly in class?
Well, as we were saying, we have children who are totally slow learners.
Yes.
We used to say children with special education needs. Sometimes when we used to say, people are like, maybe someone is lame, but we have children who are basically slow. That one is there, is normal. However, it is the teacher's role still to try to dig out what is in the child. And you know, when it comes to the teacher, I am what I am because of my teacher. Which teacher is, who is that teacher?
Yes.
And what is the teacher now doing in class? As the headmistress said, we have those professional trainings. At least you train to cater for all differences in class. Try to get out that one where you see the child's talent is. If at least cannot perform well, but there is somewhere he or she can do better.
Perform better.
So this time we no longer have children who don't know. No, that one is no longer there. Maybe upwards I'm not fine, but at least somehow, somewhere I can do other things. So we no longer have such children. And that's why we can say Green Top is doing the best.
Do you also believe that there are instances where my kid is really performing poorly, not because they are not smart, but because a certain teacher isn't doing their work in the right way?
Maybe, you know, poor performance in children, there is a lot of challenges that comes with it. It might be the teacher, it might be at home, or it might be psychological torture, or it might be an emotional thing that is taking place in the life of the kid. Then how can a teacher affect the performance of the learners?
Yes.
The way how the teacher is behaving towards
The learners.
the learners. They have failed something. Instead of either repeating peacefully the topic in another way, you either abuse them, which tortures the learners psychologically. The moment a learner is tortured psychologically, you will never teach that learner to pick anything. Like, for example, I'm not a mathematician. Not because that I wasn't able to do, but I have a scenario in senior 2. I will not mention the teacher. Our teacher for mathematics was a sister.
Okay. Oh. That's okay. You give your story.
So, as you know, mathematics, it is not easy.
Yeah, sure.
And then plus the teacher also not being easy on it. My dear Florence ended up
Leaving out mathematics.
when I could see the teacher, I could just, my mind could run to mathematics. When you say x plus y, I will tell you it is z. Why? Because of that fear, because of knowing I'm not going to do it, because of...
The teacher failed to make you love them.
Yes. So the moment you make that the learner hate or to get that negative attitude towards you, the learner will not pick your subject at all. So you have to make sure that you create a caring and loving environment so that the children, they are free to be with you. Not in the way that you make them lousy, but in the way to bring their minds in the middle of the learning hard. Yes.
Because we've had instances where you can have your kid in a very good school, but they are not performing, and then you change their school, take them into another school, not so serious, not so good, but they become so active, and then their performance changes.
Exactly. That means the way how the teacher was expressing or himself or herself to the learners is the one which has affected the performance of the children. Yes. And in most cases, like when you are a leader, how do you identify such? You identify such when you find that you are having like 25 children, as I told you in a Green Top School. Our number is 25 per class and per teacher, even though we have assistants in class. So if you find out of 25, 18 are not performing, it may not be a challenge of the class, the challenge will go to the teacher. But if you find 2 are not performing and then the rest are moderate, that means those ones may be in a slow learning time, slowly by slowly. Yes. And you keep on identifying such as you keep on talking with the learners. Like my learners, we are so friendly and free. They come and tell me, teacher, this, did you do your exercise in class? Yes. Who was in class? Teacher, did this and the other. And they keep telling you, how is the teacher? The teacher is very okay. The teacher is very good. Teacher, when are you coming to teach us? Because I go to class. When are you coming to teach us? We miss this one. So that relationship, you keep to know either the learners are performing well in class or they are not. And another thing also, there is when you find there is emotional torture from home. There is no one who is taking care of the children at home. Mommy comes very late, dad comes very late, they leaves the children, they watch the TV up to midnight, they sleep only 3 hours, at 5 they are awake because the school bus is coming to pick them, and they come when they are crying, they reach in class, they start dozing, they are hungry, they did not see the mom, they did not see the dad, they are just there. Also that one lowers their performance in class. Their performance in class. I had a scenario when I was teaching in a specific country where one of my students told me, I was giving out papers to have teacher-parent conference, And then we could give those papers and say, that make sure you give it to mommy or daddy to come. I say, Teacher Florence, for me, I have spent 2 weeks without seeing my dad.
Okay.
Why? He comes very late, and we leave very early.
Before he wakes up.
Yes. He comes very late, and we leave
very early.
So for me, my dad to come,
he will not.
He's not there. Another one told me, Teacher, why do you give me this paper? My dad will never come here.
So also the attitude of parents towards learning.
Yes, and then they just study knowing that. And another thing also, we have in education system, we have this parent education. This parent education is very important, and it affects the learners. How? At home, we are very rich.
Yes.
Mom is rich, dad is rich, cars are there, money is there, is flowing. And then you find children are having that mentality of saying, why do I go to school? Everything that I want is there. And then now, that is education from home. A parent has to tell these ones that for you to be like the way how I am, you have to.
They work
to
for
do something.
things.
You have you don't get them for free. You have to study. You have to work hard. You have to work for it. There is no money for free. So that education, the parenting education, is also needed so that they come at school and they pay attention. Like when there is a very big challenge, I'm very sorry to say this, in international schools, where you find you are a teacher, you come at school on foot, and then the one you are teaching in class is driving hammer. Now to convince that one that you have to become a teacher is a very big challenge. So that education, that is the parent education that I'm talking, has to come from there. I'm telling you what I have experienced.
That is really hard.
Are you getting me?
It is really hard.
Someone parks with hammer,
And then
for you are coming on a motorbike,
on the border.
and you are here teaching them career guidance, and you say, my dear, there is nothing that is very good like being a teacher. And then he just sits, Florence. Huh? For you are a teacher. I'm younger than you.
But
I'm driving. I have my and what. So there is that parent education is also needed.
Important.
Yes.
Which parents are neglecting nowadays? They're just giving birth and then sending kids to school, and they're neglecting their part in raising the kids, and it is also affecting their performance.
That's why we say that's why schools are there to bring up these children.
But what caused the change in school times of reporting and leaving school? Because during our time, we could report at around 8 a.m. Classes are starting, and then you're leaving by 4:30. But nowadays, a kid as young as someone who is 6 years in P1, they wake up by 5 a.m. And then they will be in school up to like 5 p.m. What caused that shift in time?
Change is a fact of life.
Exactly.
That is number one. Another thing, I could say that modernization. Oh, in the ancient life, you could find mommies at home. Maybe dad is the one who is going to work.
Yes.
You could find the school is nearby, or even if it is far, you go, then you come back. We had the system of going and you study in the morning, then you go back home, and then there are those ones who are studying from evening, and then in that way.
Yes.
So, but now in the modernization that we are, education system changed. It's no longer the other one that we are having. There is a lot of modernization which has brought change, and we have to embrace and go with it. Schools also are changing according to what is on the ground. If I leave home at 6 and I come back at 8, How am I going to be sure that my children are safe? But when they are at school, in the hands of the teacher, at least I may be more safer than them being at home in the hands of the caretaker.
Don't you think this kind of shift has some impacts on the kids? Maybe with the attitude towards education. Someone was telling me that a kid reaches P7 when they no longer want to go to school.
That's why Green Top School, for us, we have a different system. Because we know that if you do something, too much of anything is always bad.
Yes.
That's why we created another environment of learning which interests the learners to keep on track. Like we have time of class, we have time of play, we have time of other activities. All the activities that we do at Green Top School, we don't be in class, or we don't keep on learning the learning system of the class. No. If it is from 8 to 10:15, there will be those main subjects in class.
Yes.
And then after break, you have to give change. You know, change in education is very important. In the learning system of our learners is very important. We change. Now they go for art. And they go in another place. In the place which shows now art. They go there, they paint the model, they do things, they draw, they do portraits, they shade, they do everything. Then after they go to music, they change the class. And they go to music room, where they will find keyboard, they will find guitar, they will find, and then they go there. Now they go in that spirit of music. They play, they sing, they compose, they do other things. Maybe lunchtime reaches, then they go in the dining hall. Now they enjoy their lunch when they are watching what has been taking place from morning to that time. We have the digital system which keeps on viewing what is taking place. As they are taking their lunch,
they are watching
what has been taking place, and even what they are doing in the dining hall, which at least also brings their minds to keep loving
school.
The school. And then from there, the young ones, they rest.
After lunch?
Yes. The young ones, they go to rest. We have the resting time. And then from the resting time, we go to dear time. Dear time is drop everything and read. That is our dear time. Now we get the books in the library, then they read. Every day we have to make sure that there is something that, yes, they have to read. And then after they present.
To adopt the dear time. It is very important.
Yeah, it is very important.
Drop everything and read.
Yes, drop everything and read. So you read. They read after they present. In reading, we have the loud reading. Then we have the silent or the quiet reading. So if it is time for silent, you find everybody's busy in the book. We say that now we are going to read 2 pages or 3. Then they read. And then after, and at Green Top School, time management is very important. 30 minutes, finish, 20 minutes for presentation. We just pick some and then they present. And then if the other one is presenting, others are noting down the vocabulary. Words. After, the teacher now comes as a facilitator. Did you get new words from the presentation? Yes. Now,
what was the
read. This. Is there anyone who knows the meaning of the new vocabularies? Every day they have to go with new vocabulary words on small pieces of paper.
I do not know why you're not taking your kids to Green Top School. The contacts, if someone needs to contact you, the administration, if they want to find out some information about Green Top?
Yes, the contacts are running on the screen. They can get our contacts, and we are in Maya Nanziga Maugulu Zone, Masaka Road. It is 24 kilometers from here to there. We have transport. We have vehicles for children. We have those ones who stay at school, and we have the day section. Green Top School is a school that is expanding. We have future plans. We are planning to have a modernized kindergarten or caretaker, where we are going to be helping modernized moms, those ones who are go abroad, those ones who don't have time, and we want to really take very good care of the
kids.
children, not like the way that they are at school, but a home at school.
A home at school.
Yes.
Like I can have my 3-year-old.
Yes.
I leave the kid with you. I go abroad to Kubacheyo for 2 years, and I am very confident.
Yes. So
my kid is in safe hands.
yeah, that is our future plan, and it is a nearby. Then we are planning also to have a hospital for the community. Also, it is in our plan. And then we are planning to have a sports academy, where we are going to construct a very good and beautiful playground for the community and for the school as well. We have a lot that we are planning to
Those are
put
big
into.
prospects. Do you have funders?
No, we don't have.
Okay, away from teaching, Madam Florence, what is that other thing that you enjoy doing? Because now I know you love teaching. Now away from teaching, is that another thing that you love doing in your free time?
Away from teaching, as I told you, this is Florence Agondeze Mama Africa. I have a foundation which is called Mama Africa Foundation, the voice of girls and women. I help girls and women. You can go on a website, you can put it there, Mama Africa Voice Organization. I do that. I help girls, I help women, even at Green Top School on Women's Day. We celebrated with the whole community of women and girls there, and we celebrated our day. So apart from GTS Green Top School, I am with Mama Africa Foundation, the voice of girls and women.
Your closing remarks.
Let me take this opportunity to thank everyone who has been watching our live digital here, and I thank the host, and let me call upon all parents that are watching us. Please entrust us with your children at Great Top School. You will not regret. We have our beautiful motto which says learn today and lead tomorrow, and we are instilling the young ones to become the leaders of tomorrow. The word Green Top means from green to top, and then we excel in everything and we embrace. Learn today and lead tomorrow.
Learn today and lead tomorrow, Mr. Director Academics. What is that one thing you enjoy doing in your free time?
Thank you very much. In my free time, the way you see me, I'm a farmer. I produce these, actually in Western people know me. You want beans, you want what, everything. It is always there. Yeah. So apart from teaching.
You are in your garden.
Yeah, I'm in my garden, and I enjoy that.
Your closing remarks.
Before I close, I wanted to give advice to some parents. There are some things we always neglect. There are some words children must know before they come to school. Some behaviors. Children at home should learn good morning, to greet parents. To greetings should be from home. Good morning, good evening.
They should know that greeting is
very good. I'm sorry. Such words.
Magic words.
Magic words. There are some things at least us as parents should teach our children. We don't expect at least the school to be doing everything. The behavior, some parents are like, but this school teaches bad behaviors. What have you taught your child? What is a child able to do apart from going to school and learn from other friends? Yes. So we should, as parents, we should also think of that. So as I said, I'm Nuwaha Eliot, Director of Academics, Green Top. And as the headmistress said, from green to top. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be part of this show.
Okay, from now I'll be thinking of now having a kid and taking them to Green Top, because now I am inspired. I heard from the horse's mouth. And the prospects are big. Who wouldn't want to have their kids at Green Top? You might go find them on their website. You can find them on Facebook, Green Top School. You will have all the information that you want. You get the contacts, and you can get in touch with them and find out what you need to be having to have your kid at Green Top School. I really want to thank you all that have been tuning in and have watched our show from 8 a.m. up to here. That we are concluding at 10 a.m. I want to wish you a very good day. See you tomorrow at the same time. Have a good morning.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.